Hey yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Senpai, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm back, you feel me? Today I ain't doing no anime, bro. Y'all see. I told y'all, bro, I'm finna just start reacting to whatever I want to, bro. You feel me? Today, bro, we got top 10 places you can't go and people who went anyways. You feel me? About to figure out what these niggas, what these dumb man, people out here, that's crazy, bro. I love watching these type of videos and shit, so hopefully y'all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Me reacting to it. You know, if you don't, that's tough, because you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I want to do, but yeah, bro, so hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. If you did, I mean, if you do, hit that thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? Comment more videos down below that sub button, bro. You feel me? Y'all want me to react to more top 10s, let me know. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro, let's get into this shit.
There are some places on Earth you are not allowed to go to, but sometimes
so you banned?
Go to banned and illegal places. Welcome back, Charlie here. Today we'll look at people
I wonder where these niggas be going.
They weren't allowed to go to and regretted it. From a couple who went to an abandoned cannibal island to a boy who went into an abandoned house.
Abandoned cannibal.
Made it out.
What the hell?
The story we'll look at has this very scary and real video to go with.
Wait, how was it an abandoned cannibal island?
A man went down to the catacombs of Paris. The Paris catacombs are the world's largest underground cemetery. They were made during the 1700s when the city had a massive cemetery shortage. In the tunnels underground Paris, there are over 6 million bodies buried. It is illegal to go down there.
How did
but over the years, some explorers have dared to enter the catacombs.
Well, that's wild.
One such case happened in 1990. A man went into the catacombs with a black and white video recorder. The video starts normally with the man walking around the catacombs. He even picks up a few bones along the way.
Hold on, Geese. I need to grab my controller. You feel me? I gotta get that that PS5 sound off. That shit aggravating. Let's make sure I'm still good right quick. I'm good? Okay. Let's get back onto it.
But as the video goes on, he seems to get more and more scared. He begins walking at a much faster pace.
Bro, first of all, bro, why are you going in a place like that, bro?
Starts running. It's almost like someone or something
playing Outlast and shit, man. The hell no.
It appeared he was alone in the catacombs. Finally, he drops the camera on the ground and then runs off into the darkness. The video ends when the tape runs out or the camera runs out of battery. Fast forward 10 years to 2000 and this tape recorder was found. Some more urban explorers down below found the tape recorder and shared the video.
So it's real, right?
It's safe to say this video is totally real. The man who filmed this never came forward, and many believe he was lost in the catacombs, never to be found again. Over the years, the skeletons of many explorers lost in the catacombs have been found. Sadly, that's likely what's happened to the man who recorded this footage. The most terrifying part about this is
we don't know what that nigga was running from.
Yeah. Many say that the catacombs
that nigga was trying to get up out that chain.
Even if you don't believe in ghosts, it's clear this man saw something. Something that made him so scared he ran into a dark labyrinth, never to be seen again. Now let's look at another place people were not supposed to go to, but went to.
I ain't going to no catacombs.
This is the abandoned island of Nuku-Hiva. It is found in French Polynesia.
I feel like I seen that on a movie or something.
A couple went to the island, but what they did not know was, on this island lived a cannibal. This couple named Stefan Rami and Heike Dorsch were from Germany. They traveled by boat to the abandoned island of Nuku-Hiva.
So obviously that motherfucker ain't abandoned.
They met a local named Henry Hating. The couple made a big mistake and began talking to Henry. If they knew what his tattoo meant, they probably would have avoided him. He has a cannibal warrior tattoo on his shoulder. Henry said that he would take Stefan.
What the hell, they made a movie about it or something?
But a few hours later, only Henry came back. Stefan's girlfriend, Heike, asked Henry what had happened to Stefan. That's when Henry pulled out a gun. He tried to fire, but thankfully the safety was on. He then tied Heike up. Thankfully, Heike was able to escape and fled to police. A manhunt was then initiated.
Wait a minute, dog. Hold on. Let's pause this right quick. How does she get to police, bro? How? Without him seeing her, she ran and got all the way on a boat, bro. Cause mind you, they on an island, abandoned island at that. What they thought was abandoned. So obviously he on there, but there ain't no police on that motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying? She had to go on a boat, go all the way back to civilization, like.
To the Daily Mail, Henry cooked and ate Stefan. In 2014, Henry was sentenced to 28 years in prison for what he did.
He a sicko.
Now, let's move on to a scary story about why you should never go inside abandoned homes. On December 20th, 2019, 14-year-old Harley Dilly went to school. It was the last day before vacation, but the day before he'd got into a big argument with his parents. They had confiscated his phone, and that afternoon, Harley did not come home. Harley's parents called the school and they said he was there, but the school said they did not know where he went after school. At first, his parents were not worried. That's because Harley was known to run away after getting into big arguments with his parents. He would normally come back the next night, but this time he didn't. So Harley's parents got worried and called the police. A big search party was launched, but Harley was never found. But 1 month later, the police went into the vacant home across the road from Harley's house. Harley had been seen on a surveillance camera walking near the house.
He was across the street
Police
from
went
the crib.
inside and searched around the house, but there was no sign of Harley. But then in one of the bedrooms upstairs, they found Harley's jacket. It was right underneath an air vent. One cop put his arm inside the air vent and quickly pulled it out. The cop then said, "There's someone inside." Harley's body was then found inside the air vent of this house.
Damn, what the
fuck? The Battle of Stalingrad has begun and enlisted.
How you get in the air vent, bro? Nah, that's wild. No, that's wild.
But how did he get there? Well, it turned out Harley had tried to go into this house through the chimney. The top of the chimney was wide, but what Harley did not realize was the chimney got thinner as it went down. This meant as Harley went down the chimney, it got more and more narrow and he got stuck. He thought he was stuck because of his jacket, so he took it off and pushed it out of an air vent. But the chimney got thinner and thinner and Harley could not escape. Soon Harley was not able to breathe and sadly passed away inside the chimney. This is a heartbreaking story showing why you should never go inside an abandoned house. Now,
so we ain't gonna talk about how big the house was, right? And how did he get on top of the roof? I don't know. He probably climbed on something. I don't know.
But one that people have gone to anyway and paid the ultimate price. 93 miles off the coast of Brazil, you will find Ilha de Camada Grande, better known as Snake Island. This island is illegal to go to. That's because it's home to the most snakes out of any island in the world. The snakes on the island are the golden lancehead vipers, one of the deadliest and most venomous snakes in the world. And they are only found on this island, nowhere else in the world. One day a man on his boat was near the island when he saw a banana tree on the island was full of fruit. So he pulled up to pick some bananas. But as he was picking the bananas, he felt a sharp pain. He looked down to his rib cage and realized he was bleeding. He ran back to his boat to try and get help. But as soon as he got back into his boat, he collapsed and passed away. That's because if you don't get this snake's antidote in 15 minutes, you will pass away. There's literally a 0% chance of survival if you don't get this. And the nearest hospital is over 100 miles away. Another scary story from this island involves its lighthouse. A lighthouse keeper was given a job to work on this island. He brought his family with him and for the first few years everything was okay. But at some point passing ships realized the lighthouse was never on. So they reported it to the mainland, who went to the island to investigate. When the officials got to the island, they found the lighthouse keeper and his family all deceased. All over their bodies were puncture marks from the vipers. It seems they'd left a window open one night and the snakes had got in. The golden lancehead viper's venom actually melts your organs. It's a very painful way to go. And sadly, that is what happened to many people who dared venture onto this island.
Nah, that's wild.
Let's look at one more very scary story. This did not occur on land, but instead at sea. In 2003, Kurt Kroll was a German engineer aboard a container ship. One day he was getting the ship ready in the engine room. He had to make sure something known as the scavenger air receiver was sealed. There are many bolts which seals this air receiver. Kurt was being quick and only checked one of these bolts.
Probably got stuck or something.
His crew then left the engine thinking it was all done.
But
later on, Kurt realized he'd only checked one bolt. And if something went wrong, then he would get the blame. So he went back down to check the other bolts. He did not want anyone else to know he was second-guessing himself. So he had to do this alone. This involved him going inside the scavenger air unit by himself. Something that should never be done. A few hours later, it
smoking
came
dope.
time for the ship to leave. But no one had seen Kurt. They began searching and could not find him anywhere. But that's when one engineer noticed a rag hanging off the scavenger air unit. The chief engineer of the ship then opened up the scavenger air unit. But they did not open up the scavenger air unit with the rag. Instead, they opened up the wrong one. Kurt was not found and they had no choice but to set off for sail. So they fired up the engine and went on their way. But 2 days later, the scavenger air unit had to be checked. When they opened it up, they found a terrible sight. Inside was Kurt. When the engine started, the scavenger air unit began to heat up, meaning that Kurt was accidentally cooked alive. Just imagine how bad his fellow crew members felt knowing they accidentally took his life. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below which was the scariest place on this list. Thanks for watching.
That's wild.
I've been Charlie.
You know what I'm saying? That's wild, bro. But damn, I ain't gonna lie, that's some wild shit. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want me to do more videos like this, let me know, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna drop some anime soon. But yeah, bro, I want to bring something different, bro. I don't want to be just only anime. I told y'all, bro, I'm a different type of nigga, bro. I like all this shit, bro. Football, basketball, sports, nigga. I like all type of shit, bro. You feel me? But yeah, bro. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. Simple out.